Hey everybody, welcome back to PixelJunkies.
Hey!
We're playing...
Hang on, whoa.
What?
Stop the bus right here.
Yep.
I'm listening. No, I don't hear the sound of taxis.
Oh.
Nobody's calling me an asshole.
Well, somebody is on a loudspeaker.
Fresh air. No rats. No pizza. We're not in New York.
This isn't New York.
Oh my god.
If you
Probably could have told that by the fact that there's the White House.
I like that you had to get a whole bunch of auditory cues to figure out if we were in New York or not.
It's almost like this was a bit.
Anyway, yeah, we're playing Division 2. We're continuing Karen's quest. I guess 7 months have passed, and now Karen is an 80s tattoo hippie or whatever.
Also, her graphical quality has significantly gone up.
Yeah, our character models increased. There's a lot less chromatic aberration.
And she has some dongle things hanging from her.
Yeah, I got a little blue thing and a little spaceship.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Technically, it's a shuttle.
Maybe we should do this for Adam for this series. Here we go. Now now Karen has a T-Rex on her bag. That's perfect. So we're gonna do the same thing we did in the first game. If you didn't watch that series, we're basically
not the same series.
Well, no, I mean it's the second game, man.
Oh, okay.
We're just continuing it. But if you didn't watch the second or the first series and you started with this one, we're playing through all the story missions. We're not starting with a fresh character. We're starting with a high-level character and just doing the story missions.
We did this because after a number of very hard series that we were trying to do that kind of fell through.
Were they hard?
Fuck it, let's do something. Yes, fucking Prey was hard. It was a hard game. It was even harder than the first one. It's a really hard game to do a series on because we do it. I'd get 8 episodes and figure out what the fuck was on the go, and then we'd wait 3 months for the next one. I forget all the controls and shit.
I guess behind the curtain, we do like 4 or 5 episodes in a session, and then we stop playing for 4 or 5 weeks while those episodes are coming out.
Yeah, just because
whoever's
we have
playing
other
the
things
game
to do on Friday.
Yeah.
Or we record specials or whatever.
Because we record on significantly less days than we used to.
We used to record the podcast when other people were invested in this channel, but not anymore.
We used to record like 3 days a week. That's why we got so many videos done. Now we record like 1 day every 2 months.
Yeah.
So.
To be fair, we've been good the last couple of months. We've been, consistently most Fridays, and we only put out like 2 things a week now.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters because nobody watches this content anyway. The only people who are watching it is me.
We're just screaming into the ether.
Yeah. At least our viewers won't get fucking banned from Google like Markiplier's viewers did. And by the way, check out that wild story.
You can say whatever you want and nobody cares because nobody.
You know what's the stupidest thing about that? They got banned for voting in a
what was the
live
deal
stream.
with that? What was the deal?
So
with
he had like a green icon emoji and a red emoji, and he said, "If you want me to do this because I forget what game he was playing." And he's like, if you want me to do this, like option A in the game, spam the green emoji. If you want me to do option B,
so it was
spam
was
the
it
red
spamming?
one. Yeah, but the problem was Google, they mass, suspended people, and the people were like, oh, okay, we'll just appeal this, and then all the every single appeal was like, yeah, we're not reinstating your account, and they were like, but I'm a human. And they're like, well, we've already looked at this once. That's our final say on the matter. And there's a firefight going on over there.
Did he choke also when he tried to say that?
No.
Oh.
He's Markiplier. He said it with a bit more grace than I am.
And he used his deep voice that he has. It kind of sounds like this.
Yeah, fuck off. Markiplier has a great voice.
Not doing him justice. I'm not making fun of him.
So yeah, apparently that whole situation got resolved a little while ago.
There we go. There's the mission.
They got.
I guess we'll do it on hard. We'll do hard missions this
whatever
time.
You want. I don't give a fuck.
Well, we did the first game on hard.
Okay.
I would do challenging, but it's gonna take longer. So I'll do hard.
So we're here in Washington, home of the most racist teams in all of sport.
Oh.
Like the Washington Redskins football team,
or
the Washington N-word basketball team. Seriously, why don't they change the name of the football team? I know why, because people get in a fucking uproar, but it is a racist thing. It'd be like having a basketball team called we're the Washington N-word. Except obviously they wouldn't use N-word. They would use the actual word.
When was the basketball team founded?
You mean the baseball team?
Is it a baseball team?
Yeah, the Washington Redskins.
Whatever ball-related sport that they play.
A number of years ago. Wait, or are they football? No, I'm pretty sure they're baseball.
Who cares?
Yeah.
The
They're
point
one of the
is-
two. They're one of the sports that I have no interest in.
I'm just wondering, like, has it been enough time? Like, was it like in the 80s or was it like
No.
in
It
the
was ages ago, but I mean, like,
1840s or something?
no, it was ages ago. But like, people have been asking them not to have that for 50 years now. People have been saying, "Can we change the name of this team, please?" And the league's response has been an overwhelming.
Why don't they call it like the Washington Potato Skins or whatever?
They could, or they could just call themselves like the Washington Patriots.
Isn't that already a thing?
Probably they could call themselves the Washington
White
Unions.
skins.
White skin.
Well, they're probably mostly white. There's probably some black there
Actually,
as well.
there's a lot of
Washington
baseball
Mocha
is massive
skins.
in South America, so I
Oh.
know a lot of South American players end up joining the MLB.
I wonder, can you kill Saint at the beginning of the mission? I bet you can. He's gonna escape.
Jesus
I think you
Christ.
can.
Holy shit!
I think you might be able to kill him. Oh, that's... Get out of there.
Probably on like an easier mode.
Well, I mean, hard isn't super hard.
Well, I'd imagine he just has a lot of damage, like buffs or whatever, or
Yeah.
Health buffs or defense.
There are a
buffs.
couple of missions in this game, though, that if you do them fast enough, you can kill the boss before they, like, the end set piece. And it makes it, like, super short.
That's actually good. The game design on Ubisoft for that. It still doesn't make up for the latest
shit.
Ghost Recon. There we go. That really was dog shit.
It wasn't polished at all, really. Like, it's way...
Plus, it had all other major problems.
Yeah. I think the polish was the big killer for me on that game. I mean, yes, the microtransactions, all that stuff. I don't think that necessarily played as big of a role
Well, I mean,
as a lot of people
historically,
thought,
and
but-
it is going to sound like an insult, but it isn't. But that's never really been a major bother to you as opposed to Andrew.
No, I mean, even Wildlands had a lot of that stuff. It wasn't super obvious, and it was definitely later in its life cycle when they started doing that.
Yeah.
But just when the game is like, when your character's running around in a circle and they're just like the movements don't match up with what you're doing and the animations are really clunky.
Well, I mean,
it just
even in the
pulls me
special
out
that
of
we
it.
did,
Yeah.
you know, during the beta, how many times did we end up a fucking tree because we drove into it at a mild speed?
Yeah, physics are kind of broken. Conch range.
It's a good name for a ranch. A child dies. Jesus.
Okay, why does that keep happening?
You got you got to do like the slide whistle, like whoop.
And like, appeared with this game, like this game and is it a floating plate? What was that? Sweet. I was gonna say that this game is relatively bug free, but there's
Womp
a floating
womp.
plate.
You got a green thing coming off of you. You got like a green trail.
Oh yeah, I have an exotic SMG.
Oh.
The hyenas use, I guess, a shout out to Crit Roll fans. They use a thing called spice. It's basically like a cocaine, I guess, to like super enhance their pain tolerance.
You spice?
Yeah. And it's that green smoke. So some of the carriers you'll see running around have a bag and they'll like huff some green smoke before they run at you, and that gives them like an armor buff.
One of the best things I've ever
That's what that
seen
is.
related to drugs is I think it was Ashens was doing a review of a shitty Chinese knockoff handheld console of the PSP called the PCP, and he was like, "Isn't PCP that drug in all the '80s action movies where the bad guy would huff it and they'd be like, 'Look out, he's on PCP,' and they would like tear a car in half with his bare hand and take like 50 rounds to the chest when really all PCP does is make you sit in the corner and carve your own eyelids off."
That sounds like a great drug. Give me some.
What was that? Was it bath salts where the dude down in Florida ate his friend or something?
I don't know if that's what it was. That's what like everyone said it was, and it kind of got like. Oh.
I just like the idea. It's like, I know that division agents around here somewhere. All of a sudden, there it is.
There they are.
Get him! Don't let him get to the manager.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like we're going after George Washington's ghost last time. Well, now we're in George Washington's hotel in Washington.
This is where he made all them wooden teeth.
This is where, if you watched the first Spider-Man movie, the one that takes place in the MCU, this is the hotel that they were at. So there you go, a little history fact for you. Coming up on our tour, you can see where Peter shot down not Mary Jane in that movie. What was her name? I can't remember
She's
her name.
Mary Jane, isn't she?
No, in Far From Home, it's Mary Jane. I'm talking about Homecoming. What was her name? She was Vulture's daughter.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Vanessa?
So, no, something like that though. Wasn't that or something like that.
Man, they're shooting. Quick, fire across the way. They'll be there eventually. Or maybe they're just enthusiasts and they're trying to recreate that really excellent scene.
You know, you remember this? There he is. That's the ghost himself.
Yeah.
All we gotta do is destroy that wall and we'll have killed him and we can end this series right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's too bad that won't happen in this game.
You know, they could call themselves the Roosevelts. Getting back to the baseball team idea, like the Washington Roosevelts. Because Roosevelt, Jesus Christ,
well,
we got him.
Oh, I guess it does happen. We got him. Thanks for watching, everybody.
That was so loud. I think it blew out my eardrum.
What, that clap?
Why was that so loud?
The Roosevelt. Is that? I guess that's not a thing.
The Roosevelts?
Yeah.
Probably not. But, like, Teddy Roosevelt is widely considered to be, like, one of the most badass human beings ever. Like, he'd make a great baseball team mascot. Like, that's the dude who, like, I don't know if he actually did it, but, like, he looks like the guy who, like, there's a picture of him riding on a moose. I don't know if it's real, but that's something I could see him doing.
I just picture him, Robin Williams as Roosevelt because he was.
Oh, in the night the hotel or whatever.
Yeah, the Ben Stiller Smithsonian Night in the whatever.
Yeah. It was a good movie, I guess.
There was 2 of them.
There was
I think
three of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
There was the first one, which just took place in the Museum of Natural History, New York, and then there was the second one in the Smithsonian, and I think there was a third one as well, or a spin-off.
Oh, was it all with Ben Stiller?
I gotta be honest, I don't really care.
Probably some knockoff. That's pretty bad when you got to use a knockoff Ben Stiller. Like, he seems like an interesting dude, but he's done some shitty stuff. I don't know. What's your favorite Ben Stiller movie? I can't really think of anything that's good that he's been in.
I have
like,
one. Really easy.
genuinely good.
Tropic Thunder.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, really?
No.
Tropic Thunder's really good. I also quite enjoyed him in Zoolander.
Netflix keeps telling me to watch it, so I'll probably watch it. Although when I go to watch it, it probably won't be on Netflix anymore. It's usually how it goes.
Zoolander was good too.
I don't remember Zoolander really.
Just because it's such an absurd movie, and has a number of really like quotable lines. Like, what is this? A school for ants?
Yeah. Oh, see, he just spiced. And then I killed him instantly.
Oh man, do you spice? What a weird like crossover that would be.
Man, that's the smallest gray area that's ever existed. Crit Roll fan and Pixel Junkies fan. There's probably nobody.
Except me. I'm a fan.
Can you be a fan if you're on the thing? If you make the thing, are
That's
you
kind
allowed
of
to
like,
like it?
that's kind of like is masturbating sex? Probably not, right?
Well, I mean, if you had an exact duplicate of yourself, but it was a separate person, but they had all the same thoughts and feelings that you do, is that sex?
What?
If you had like a clone to you, you know, is that sex?
I don't know. Well,
or is it just masturbating? Because it's you.
Aaron, I gotta be honest, I don't know.
Because I feel like that's kind of where it is. Because like, maybe not for like the first couple of months the video goes up, but if you watch like a 5-year-old video, it's a pretty good chance you don't remember anything that was discussed or anything that you
although
said.
I was saying to Aaron earlier before we were recording, like, I'll go back and watch some of our old content every now and again just to see, like, if I've improved as a content creator, and I haven't. But I'll go back and I'll, like, watch, and something will happen in the video, and I'll think of a joke in my head, and I'm like, man, too bad I didn't say this, and then 2 seconds later, I'll say it in the video. I'm like, oh, okay.
So what joke does future Adam make now?
I don't know. Something about Markiplier's deep voice.
Oh. Well, now we'll just wait 5 years and then ask Adam to see if that's what future Adam, but then current Adam said the same thing.
I'm guessing that in 5 years' time, there's a 50-50 shot that at least one of us is going to be dead.
Yeah, probably. Put my gun out.
Man, there's a lot of bees flying around or whatever. Bees, my god. Did you hit the top of that thing? Nice shot, Aaron.
Yeah. Almost like I've done this mission like 30 times.
I think when I did this one... Oh, there's
Kelso.
A boy back there.
Now it's Kelso.
Oh, who's Kelso?
Not Ashton Kutcher from That 70s Show. but in fact another division.
Oh
agent.
right. You know, that was one show I never really got into.
I liked Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
On it.
I loved there was one
she
joke
did
I
other
really
good
liked when they
things.
were saying like people were saying like he never made it with a girl, like this certain girl, and then the girl shows up and is like, "Hey baby," and he goes, "Burn, burn, 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 burn." He like runs around the house telling everybody burn. And he comes back to her, is like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "I'm pregnant, and I think you're the father." And he goes, "I never slept with her." What was the theme song for that show?
We're all right or whatever.
Right, yeah.
And then Topher Grace went on to nothing but editing Star Wars films.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he an editor now?
Well, not an official editor. He's made a bunch of fan edits.
Oh, really?
You remember that supercut that someone did of the prequels? That, like, edits out all the gratuitous garbage and just leaves, like, 2 hours of
Was that Topher Grace?
Topher Grace edited
Holy
it.
shit! That's awesome! What a weird crossover.
Yeah.
That'd be like if Gary Oldman was, like, super into, like... It's like, yeah, like, you're talking to Gary Oldman. It's like, so what's your biggest passion? He's like, well, I gotta say, it's probably all my homebrews for 2nd edition D&D. And I was like, what the fuck?
An obscure hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Star Wars didn't really that obscure.
No, but I mean, like... You don't really think of Topher Grace, like, being into, you know, editing Star Wars prequels.
Well, I mean, if he had an acting job, he probably wouldn't have been doing it.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. It's a good thing nobody's going to watch this.
Well, Topher might, because he's not doing anything.
Got him! You're still sending all these videos to Funhouse and see if they'll hire us,
Oh,
right?
yeah. And
Okay, good.
whoever else makes funny videos, I don't know.
Achievement Hunter.
And... I don't know. What's John Tron at these days? He's still in hot water.
I don't know. I actually really don't like John Tron's humor anymore. I haven't since... Basically...
Don't worry, you're totally fine.
My he scared the shit out of her. I haven't liked him since he hooked up with H3H3 and started copying his style. Really don't like that form of humor.
Oh, yeah. Why? Because it's just cringy or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I prefer his older stuff. Like, I think the best video he ever did was that Zoo Race one. Which was, I think, the hardest I've ever laughed at a YouTube video. Oh, getting some exercise.
Gotta get my cardio
That'll
in.
increase the steps in your Fitbit on your wrist or whatever that is.
I'll just beat off a bunch, or flick the bean, or whatever she does.
Yeah.
Karen doesn't have
Oh,
time
she
for
beats
that.
off. She's got a
Beats off.
super massive clip.
Jesus Christ. There we go.
Contact! He took a lot of shots before he went down. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the minigun's actually not that strong compared to my guns, but...
Oh my god, the minigun! We should have taken it down! Fuck! So wait, who are we fighting here? Are we fighting homeless people or something?
Yeah, so I guess the factions in this game, the faction we're fighting right now are the Hyenas, which are kind of the remnants of a bunch of different gangs that were left in Washington. And they've kind of made like one big drug gang.
We called them a super
Just
gang.
rioters.
A gang bang.
It's a real
if you
strong
will.
door. So that's who we're fighting. The other two factions, I mean, we'll get to in the series, obviously, but the other one are the True Sons, which are like ex-JTF from the first game, who started their own faction for some reason because they got to split off and be assholes. And then the third faction are the Outcasts, who are kind of comprised of like people who are left in quarantine, some who have immunities, some who are carriers, and they just like go around trying to infect people or killing themselves because they're gonna die anyway. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then there's the fourth faction, actually, which are these guys, the Black Tusk. They don't show up until the end game, but because I've already technically finished the game.
Black Tusk?
They're roaming around the streets. Yeah, they're
Black
like...
Tusk sounds like a Babar villain.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're...
Cornelius, look out, it's Black Tusk.
Yeah, Cornelius.
And I cannot remember, I cannot believe I remember, I remember the fucking names of the characters in Babar. Let's see, there was Babar and his wife Celeste, and then there was Cornelius and Pompadour, and then his cousin Arthur, who was my favorite, and I can't remember
Arthur
any...
from the show Arthur, yeah?
No, it's a different Arthur, although voiced by the same guy. Nah, not really.
Take that wood piece.
Oh, that's cool. You can cut it in half.
You can freaking turn it into splinters if you want.
So, who are the Black Tusks? Because they like the anti-division.
Yeah, it's I don't know. There's a lot of lore on it, and I haven't read all of it myself. But as far as I'm aware, they're like a lot of the higher ups in the government. I guess the division wasn't really doing what they wanted, so they kind of started their own thing as well.
I like the idea that all the guys and like they're looking at the situation in New York and like massive gunfights are breaking out and everybody's teabagging everybody and the Wild West and shit's getting blown up and there's firemen running around and they're like, okay, so I'm putting the kibosh on the division. They're now illegal. Let's create our own organization. Except instead of having everybody be like wild and cowboy and whatever, let's actually have some oversight on this and try to give them training and like actually like instead of just pulling them from the general population, like I don't know, draw them from the military and police. Like yeah, that sounds good, and they can do a lot of good. And so the Black Tusks are out like helping civilians, and you show up and murder the shit out of them. They're like, no, please, are just trying to save people.
I mean, it's a dog.
Oh hey dog, aren't there like lions and shit running around from the zoo?
No.
Oh.
Well, the zoo is technically... How far away is the zoo? We will get to the zoo at some point. The zoo is 3 kilometers away. So I guess it's not too
yeah, it's just a quick huff over.
practical. But it's been a couple of months, so they probably fucked off. But I guess a lot of the like military higher-ups here saw what happened in New York, and they weren't too keen on... Like, a lot of the first wave of the division agents went rogue.
They're just shooting
reasons.
black people. Like, those are officers and doctors down there that they're shooting. But they're dead. Oh my god.
That's a lot of flyers. This must Jordan's car exploded. The receipts and garbage.
Jordan became a police. Imagine Jordan as a police officer picking someone like, you're going to jail for a long time, perp. Get in the car. Oh, hang on, I just got to move some stuff around.
It was fucking, you got like an amp and shit in the back.
Yeah.
Hang on, wait.
And like 8 McDonald's bags from like 5 different meals and...
Whole floor is garbage.
And like old T-shirts from concerts and posters and shit. And there's a raccoon back there, and it's been dead for ages. By the way, somebody was like, "We should bring raccoons into Newfoundland. I think that'd be a really good idea." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, widely considered to be a massive pain in the ass animal. So don't ever bring them here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we need more fucking massive rats. There we go.
I mean, we got them.
Yeah.
They're in. They're up on in Confederation Building, which is our local parliament. That guy had a shield and everything.
Yeah, and it didn't matter because I shot him through the fucking hole.
They're just LARPers. It's like, +1 firebolt, and you just murder the shit out of them. Oh shit!
It's always great. It's always great going from like a challenging mission to just open world where everybody's on like.
I gotta get out of here! Oh my god!
10 out of 10 covering your face there, bud. Anyway, that'll do it for this week.
Yeah. Oh, are we done?
We are done.
Man. See you next time. Whoosh.
Where we invade the Jefferson Trade Center.
Is that the cousin of the World Trade Center?
Sure. It's much
oh
smaller,
man, 9/11. Never forget. Bum 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 bum.